Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing a first impression and review on the Rare Beauty foundation and concealer. I'm super excited about these because I love Selena Gomez. I've been watching her since I was young, like when she was on Disney. If you don't follow me on Instagram, sneaky plug here, you should go and follow me. Every time I get a new parcel or like a package or something that I've ordered, I always unbox it on Instagram and just show everyone what I've got. So I did that with the Rare Beauty products, and heaps of people messaged me and they were like, oh my god, how is it, let me know, I really want to get it, how did you get it? Because if you don't know, I live in Australia and you can't actually purchase Rare Beauty in Australia, so I had to purchase it off the US Sephora. If you have any questions, just comment them down below and I'll try and answer them as best as I could. To open sephora.com, I then went to the American website because if you're from Australia, it'll automatically take you to the Australian website. And then I typed in Rare Beauty and I selected the foundation, concealer. I also selected the liquid blush and a couple of other products not from Rare Beauty, but as I explained in the video, I wasn't able to get them shipped out to me just because of them being flammable and having cannabis and all that kind of great stuff. Once I've done that, as you can see, they're in my basket and ready to be checked out. I then went to shopmate.com, which is through Australia Post, so you know it's going to be reliable, it's not going to be dodgy or anything like that. You have to make an account. I obviously already have one. In the My Addresses tab, it does generate you an address or a PO box of where it's going to send your products to in America. And then as you can see, I just entered that into my shipping address on Sephora like I usually would. After that, it will appear in the My Shopping tab. It did take about a week to appear here. It was a couple days after Sephora sent the "your parcel has arrived" email. And just to show you kind of how much the shipping is going to be to get it from that PO box in America to Australia. So these are just some random dimensions that I put in, but it was pretty close to what my package was. As you can see, this is just a rough calculation of what your shipping will cost. This was pretty close to what my shipping was. Obviously, if you order more, the shipping is going to be more expensive, and if the parcel's bigger, again, it's going to be more expensive. Here I've just done a little bit of a rundown on how much everything costs. I hope it makes sense, and I hope my explanation made sense as well. Also, you do have to send Shopmate an invoice, which is just basically the invoice that Sephora sends you with all your products and how much it costs, just so that they know that that is actually your parcel that has arrived in the right PO box. It's pretty self-explanatory. Their customer service is always really helpful as well. So if you call them, I called them maybe 3 or 4 times just because I had a couple of questions. Just give them a call. They were really good and they helped me out heaps. If you do have any more questions, comment down below and I'll try and help out and answer them as best as I can. Also, apologies if I sound a little bit nasally. I'm feeling really congested and I don't know if it's hay fever or anything like that. I've had a bad cough for a couple of weeks now. I've been on antibiotics, I've been tested and I'm negative. The doctor's just trying to figure out what's going on. So I want to test how the foundation looks with a primer and without a primer. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I really like the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer, so I'm going to apply that to one side of my face. This primer is really good at minimizing pores, obviously, hence the name, smoothing the skin. It also gives a really nice base just for the foundation to lay on. It helps with texture. I'm also going to pin my hair back with my trusty butterfly clips that I always pin my hair back with. Today I've chosen to go with blue, something different from pink. If I've counted correctly, the foundation comes in 48 shades. It says everyday foundation as it's meant to be, weightless and breathable with all day medium to full coverage that melts into your skin to look and feel like you. Also, 1% of the profits do go to the Rare Impact Fund. Cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free, non-comedogenic, dermatologically tested, suitable for sensitive skin. I also can't pronounce things properly, so sorry if I pronounce that wrong. It says pure pigments in a serum-like base. Easy to blend, no clogging or caking, lasts all day without drying you out or changing colour on. I got the shade 230N. So this is what the bottle looks like. From memory, I think the bottle was shaped so that blind people can feel the bottle and know which one they're picking up and stuff, which I think is really nice to be inclusive. So this is what it looks like. It's got a really nice doe foot applicator. If you've watched me for a while, you know that I have to just smell everything. It's kind of just a foundation smell. This is the inside of the bottle, so it does have a stopper so you don't get too much product. Hopefully the colour's okay. It actually looks kind of dark, but see how we go. The applicator reminds me of one of my favourite foundations, which is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. You think I'd know the name of it. It just allows you to put heaps of foundation on your face. I think the colour's okay. I'm going to use my favourite Morphe brush just to blend this out. So far, I really like how it feels. I do understand like the serum-like feeling. It does feel very like serum-y. It's really lightweight, like I can barely feel that it's on my face. But I'm still getting like heaps of coverage, which is nice. It's even my skin out really nice. The colour is good. I think it matches quite good. It feels really good. It was easy to blend. I'm just going to do the other side on top of the primer. I really love the applicator. It also doesn't feel like dry and like it's sort of like stuck to my face in a bad way. You know when you put on foundation then you try and blend it and it doesn't blend? This like I feel like I can glide over with my brush and it just keeps blending. It also goes on really nice around the hairline. I know that's like a really random thing, but sometimes foundations can look really chunky in your hairline. I don't know how it's going to look on camera, but in person the shade's like really nice for my fake tan. So the side that I put the pore minimizing primer on does look a little bit better like pore wise, but nothing drastic. If I hadn't have put on that primer, I probably wouldn't have known the difference. It looks like my skin, but like a tan shade and more even. It hasn't really sunk into the lines on my forehead, which is nice. It hasn't like set itself, but it's definitely not tacky or anything. Like if you can see like what's on my hands. Yeah, I'm super happy with it. I'm super happy with the shade. I'm happy how it applied. I'm happy how it looks. I'd be happy to wear this without a primer. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Not because I want the coverage, but I just want to see if it builds up or if it's like cakey or anything like that. I had a comment on my Colourpop video the other day saying I put on way too much foundation, and I 100% agree. In that video I was just testing like what the foundation formula was, but even in like day-to-day life I can totally cake my face on way more than I need to. But if you want to comment anything down below and let me know what you do like or what you don't like, I'm always open for constructive criticism. So that second layer built up really nice. It doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look dry. Honestly, it looks really nice. I'm really happy with this foundation, which I'm like so happy with because I was so afraid I wasn't going to like it when I really love Selena Gomez. So super happy with the foundation, super happy with the shade. It hasn't really oxidized since the first time I put it on. It does have like a really nice like sheen to it. I'm just going to do a flash test. It doesn't really look like it's flashed back that much. Obviously I am in front of a ring light and it's going to look a little bit brighter than it would. One thing I did forget to mention, the box that it comes in says shake well, and if you can hear this, but it does have something in it that obviously like mixes the foundation. Definitely make sure you shake it before you use it. So now moving on to the concealer. This is the Liquid Touch Corrector. I got the shade 100W. The shades were quite easy to like figure out like what I wanted because it said warm, neutral, cool, which was really good. This concealer is $19 USD. I did pay like $19 USD on Sephora's website, and then it converted to like Australian money, so I think I paid maybe like 35 or something like that for this concealer, which I think is right about the same price that Shape Tape is. So it says it's a lightweight hydrating concealer that gives you buildable coverage where you need it while brightening skin with a radiant finish. The same thing as before, like cruelty-free, vegan. It says it hides blemishes, dark circles, redness, fine lines. It's got a medium buildable coverage, radiant skin-like finish, and it's hydrating, sweat resistant, and super long lasting. It says it won't cake into fine lines, which I'm super excited about. The top of this bottle is a little bit different from the foundation bottle, if you can see. This one is sort of like a flat surface, and then this one's like a round ball. As you can see, I've got a really light concealer, but I wanted to get one that I'd be able to use when I was light and when I was tanned. When I'm tanned, it's obviously just going to be really brightening. So it's got a doe foot applicator. It's just a smaller version of the one that was in the foundation. It does pull out like a lot of product, and the doe foot applicator is kind of like a triangle. It's a really unique shape. I've never seen anything like that, but it'd be good to like fit into those areas. So I'm just going to apply just a little bit here and on the other side, and maybe like in the center of my face. I'm going to blend it out with a sponge on one side and a brush on the other just to see how it blends. I probably, if I was in a rush, would just use the brush. So it is really light, but as you can see, that blend is so fast, like I barely even had to touch that. I love not having eyelash extensions because now I can actually like go over my eyelashes. So I think that looks really nice. It has blended into the foundation really well. It's not as bright as obviously when I first put it on, but that brush did have foundation on it. So I'm going to see how I go with the sponge. So far I like it. My skin's looking really good. My lines under my eyes don't look more accentuated than they usually would. My pores still look really nice. I probably wouldn't say it's like a full coverage. It did say it was medium coverage. I can still see like some of my darkness underneath my eyes. So far I like the foundation better than I like the concealer. I'm just putting a little bit of powder under my eyes, nothing crazy. A little bit of my eyelids. The concealer has creased on my eyelids, but every concealer I think I've ever used has creased on my eyelids. I just want to try some cream products on top of this just to see how well they blend. I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzing Cream in Fair. That was super easy to blend in. It wasn't like sticking onto the foundation or anything like that. The foundation hasn't got like stuck in my eyebrow hairs, which I really like. I hate when foundation is like just in my eyebrow hairs and then I have to like wipe it out. So this is what the foundation looks when I have like half of my makeup on. I am going to finish off the rest of my makeup, film my Halloween look, so if I come back and I look like a little bit crazy, that's why. So far I'm really happy with how it's sitting on my skin. It doesn't look really cakey. It looks like natural skin. I would wear this like every day. I could wear this out clubbing and I'd be happy wearing it. The concealer I'm not like the biggest fan of. I will try it again. Like I don't hate it. It's just like not my favorite concealer, but the foundation is definitely like a new favorite. I can say that like hands down straight away. Unless throughout the day if it starts to break up or anything like that, but I don't really see it doing that. So yeah, I'll update you when I finish that makeup look with my final thoughts. So what do we think? So I'm coming back with my final review on the Rare Beauty foundation and concealer. Check out my next video if you want to see this in action. So I've had this makeup on for probably like an hour or two and it hasn't broken up on my face. It looks really natural, really nice. Honestly, this is probably going to be one of my new favorite foundations. It feels so lightweight on the skin, and the thing I love the most about it is I didn't set my face. I only set under my eyes for the concealer. I didn't set my whole face, and I was able to put bronzer, blush, highlight on, and it still looks really good. It still looks really natural. It doesn't look greasy or anything like that, and it's not moving, and I don't feel really like slimy and stuff. You know, when you put on like foundation you feel really slimy and all that kind of stuff. I don't feel that, which is, I'm so happy. It means I can be really lazy and just apply this and not powder my face. So that's one less step for me. I'm really happy with the packaging on both of these. I think they're really nice, really easy to apply with the doe foot. You do have to shake the foundation, which I'm not really mad about anyway. I always shake my foundations. I'm really happy with the colours of both of these. I'm really happy with the formula of this. I think it glides on really nice. It blends out. It builds up really nice. Covers everything I wanted. Feels really good. Super happy with this. I literally have no complaints about this like whatsoever. I lie. The only complaint I have is that it's not in Australia. So Rare Beauty, Sephora, whoever, bring this to Australia. The concealer on the other hand, I feel like I probably will use it again. I probably wouldn't say I'll repurchase it again. It's not my favorite. That could change, you know, once I try it more and more. But just for a first impression, yeah, it's definitely not my favorite. It is a good concealer. I just feel like it doesn't give me what I want in a concealer. It doesn't give me enough coverage. I don't know. I'll definitely use it again, but yeah, it wasn't my favorite. So those are my final thoughts on my first impression on the Rare Beauty foundation and concealer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you were able to put up with me looking really ratchet the whole video. If you do enjoy these types of videos, please give me a thumbs up and let me know if you have any questions down below about like how to purchase it while living in Australia and stuff like that. And I think that's all I have to say. Make sure you subscribe and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.